Every generation produces great footballers, but once in a lifetime, the game produces someone who changes football itself. 8 Ballon d'Or awards, a World Cup, Champions League titles, more than 800 career goals. Billions know the name Lionel Messi. But none of those achievements were supposed to happen, because long before the world saw a genius, doctors saw a child whose body might never allow him to become a professional athlete. One family risked everything. One decision changed football history forever. This isn't the story of the world's greatest footballer. This is the story of how the impossible became inevitable. The miracle of Rosario.
The Last Deity. Part 1. The Crucible of Rosario, 1987 to 2000. The city of Rosario, Argentina, sits on the western bank of the Paraná River, an industrial heartland built on steel and ambition. It was here, on June 24th, 1987, that Lionel Andrés Messi was born, the third of 4 children. His father, Jorge Messi, managed operations at the Hacendar pressed steel plant in Villa Constitucion. His mother, Celia Cucitini, worked in a local magnet manufacturing workshop. They were working people, sturdy, rooted, real. And when it came time to name their son, Celia chose a name she admired from an American music superstar. She named him after Lionel Richie. She could not possibly have known that one day, the whole world would be grateful she did. The grandmother who started it all. Lionel Messi was introduced to organized football at the age of 4 at the neighborhood club Abanderado Grandoli, where his father volunteered as a youth coach. But the woman who truly launched his career was not a coach, not a director, not a scout. She was his maternal grandmother, Celia Oliveira Cucitini. She accompanied him to every single training session, every single match. She was there before the sun came up, and she stayed until the last whistle. Grandmother's love that would become myth. During a regional youth tournament, Grandoli's 1986 category team, boys a full year older than Messi, physically bigger, stronger, what was short one player. The coach refused to field the tiny child among them. He was physically dwarfed by every boy on that pitch. But Grandma Celia stepped forward. She argued. She pressed. She demanded. Put him in, she told the coach. He will save the match. The coach, reluctant and barely concealing his irritation, finally agreed, but issued a condition. If the boy cried even once, he would be removed immediately and never played again. Lionel Messi walked onto the wing. He scored 2 goals. He did not cry. He never cried. The silent vow. 2 fingers to the sky. In 1998, when Lionel Messi was 10 years old, Celia Oliveira Cucitini passed away. It was a loss that shook him to his foundation. He was a devout Roman Catholic. In his grief, he made a vow that was entirely his own. From that day forward, every goal he scored on every pitch, in every country, in every competition, for the rest of his career, he would look up and point both index fingers to the sky. Not to the crowd, not to the cameras, to her. Hundreds of goals, thousands of raised fingers, one unbroken, lifelong promise to a woman who saw him when no one else did. The machine of 87, born to dominate. In 1994, 7-year-old Lionel Messi joined the youth academy of Newell's Old Boys, the club he and his entire family supported. Within those walls, he became the centerpiece of a team that would enter local legend, the Machine of 87, named for the birth year of its players. For 4 years, this team suffocated every opponent it faced. Over the course of 6 years, within the Newell's system, Messi played 176 matches and scored 234 goals, an average of 1.3 goals per game. Youth officials in Rosario had never recorded anything like it. They audited the records. The numbers held. They ran out of explanations. The diagnosis, the body's betrayal. Then, at age 10, the body that had been running rings around everyone revealed a secret. And The secret was a crisis. Lionel Messi was diagnosed with growth hormone disorder, a physiological condition in which the pituitary gland fails to produce adequate levels of growth hormone. The consequences, left untreated, were stark: severely limited stature, compromised bone density, stunted muscle development, and the quiet total extinction of any realistic hope of a professional athletic career. The miracle in Rosario had a problem that money could solve, if only the money existed.